Guys, Mr. Walt's going to show you how to do the exploded view drawing. So go down here on bottom left, click the plus sign to add a new sheet. And we're going to go up here and hit base view. And then top right, change the representation from model to storyboard. And then we get that exploded view. This is 1/4 scale and it looks fine, but it's not using the whole paper. Let's see if we can crank this up to 1/2. Now, when I put it at 1/2, you can see I goofed a little. It's just a little too big. It hits the edges of the paper. So what I'm going to do is put this in, make sure it is on shaded, and we'll drop that in there. And it's just a little too big, okay? Right? So what do I got to do to clean it up? So it's too tall. So what I got to do, the biggest problem is this support right here is going down just a little too low. So what I'm going to do is go back to my clock design, and I'm going to change the animation workspace. And then what I can do is, here's the piece. You can see it's, when I highlight that one, it's support one. And then here is the transform for support one. You can see it has a transform symbol. So if I right click on there, I can edit the action. And I just want to move this up a little bit. It's got a, it says -90. Well, let's change it to like -70. How does that look? That looks fine. There's still a sufficient gap there. And that is totally all right. So then I'm going to hit OK. All right. Now I'm going to save that. So that, I changed that. I changed that transform to -70. I'm going to go back to my clock drawing. And in the clock drawing, what you're going to see is up here, this is your reference thing. It's telling you that the clock has changed, and so it needs to update the drawing. So to force it to update, you have to click that little tool there, and little swirly things will happen. And you'll see now that your drawing gets a little shorter, and I can drag this down a little bit, and now I got room for my drawing. Anyways, so that's how you fix that kind of situation. So it was a mistake on my part, but on the other hand, you got to learn how to fix something. So we're going to put a table in here. We're going to table, and we're going to do a parts list. And I'm going to go up and move it to the top left corner. You can see move up there. It'll snap in there. And there's the parts list, and you can see it's huge. It has probably way too much information. What I'm going to do, move your mouse so it highlights it. It's kind of weird. You have to be right on the line and double click. And then what we can do is go over here. We can change the columns. So we have item, we have quantity. That's fine. Part number we don't want. Part name we do want. And then description and material. They're cool to have, but because we don't have a lot of room, we're going to leave them out. Okay. So I'm going to hit close on that. And then you can see it throws the balloons in. So the balloons here, this is problematic. You can see you got balloons over here. I got balloon lines crossing over parts. I got balloon lines down here in my title block. I got balloon lines going off the paper. So that ain't no good. So I got to rearrange these. So we're just going to go in here and try to clean this stuff up. So this one, this 9, this is pretty good. I'm going to put it down here on the bottom, and I'll pull it like off that corner. So all you have to do on these, you can click on the center of the balloon, that dot, and then the tip of the arrowhead will have a little dot you can click to. Okay. So I'm going to take 8 and move that down. Let's see, right about there. Shazam. And now I want these to line up. So what you can do when you're dragging this, go over to the 9, the center, and then you can line it up, and then it'll let you keep them aligned. That's kind of a pro style thing. You get everything lined up. I'll move that one there. This one I want to line up, right? So I do that kind of thing. Here's 2. Now, I don't have a lot of room down here, so what I'm going to do is take this 2. I'm going to put it on this one because that's also a 2. And then what I can do is bring it up here and line it up with my dude. Well, let's do it one more time. Line it up. There we go. There we go. And then I got this 1. Well, I'm going to do the same deal in that. I'm going to pull it up, line it up with the 2, and slide it over here. I could put it in here. Let's do that. That looks good. And then we'll bring that arrowhead over. So anyways, the balloons are all lined up, and they're not crossing over any part or crossing over each other. That's good to go. We got 2 more messy balloons up here, and we're going to click on this, and we'll just pull that down there and like that. And then this 4, this is kind of jacked. Let's pull that balloon. So I click the balloon, click the circle. There's some space up here. You can see the arrow goes across the part. That's no good. So I'm going to drag the arrow like right over there. Oh, one more time. Didn't take. Sometimes it's a little glitchy. So we got those ones all done. Now let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 5? Where's 6? There's no 5 or 6. Just 7, 8, 9. So we got to find 5 and 6. So what are 5 and 6? It's the washer and the nut. So sometimes this automatic balloon generation fails, and it did here. It didn't put stuff on the washer and the nut. Maybe they're too small. So we're just going to click the balloon tool up here. It's right up here on your tables thing, and you can go tables balloon also. And if we go in here and click, let's see if we can find an edge on this part. There we go. It's a little glitchy when I did that. We'll put a balloon up there. Now you can see that arrowhead goes through it. So what I'm going to do is click the arrowhead and click the dot and try to pull it to that outside edge. That's better. And then I'll do another balloon, edge of component. Let's go down there. It's not getting it. Oh, there we go. So this one's very glitchy. I don't know what the deal is with this, but you got to click a few times until you get it. And I'll pull that up here. And again, this arrowhead is like wiling. I'm going to pull it out to the corner. And you can see the shading. You zoom in here, the shading's a little glitchy. It's not even going to let me have the outer edge of that, is it? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. But that's fine. You can tell what they're pointing at. And then 5 and 6, I guess I could line these up. Let's straighten this up a little bit. I'm going to drag that a little and then drag this, put it alongside like that. That's fairly organized. Okay, so now there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's two part twos, right? The quantity is 2. You only have to label 1. That's kind of a rule that you can do. So anyways, that is your exploded view drawing. We're going to go edit our title here. Project clock is fine for title. We want to change this. Instead of assembly, we want to say exploded view. All right. And then the only thing we got to do after this, the most of these parts, these are like bought parts, like the gasket, the movement, hand, nut washer, but the face and the supports, we do have to do drawings for those. So go on to the next 2 videos and it'll show you how to make those drawings. Okay. Good luck. Have fun.